Welcome back, TNJ Radio fans. It's LeRon J. I wanted to cover this story. I haven't seen this story really covered in the news, and it was brought to my attention by a friend of mine. Um, and I just wanted to touch on this story with uh, another black man getting killed due to a no-knock warrant. Very sad situation. Thinking about a child, a 22-year-old kid getting shot, sleeping in his home comfortably, and cops come in and shoot this guy. Okay, so I was looking at CNN. I was looking at a lot of websites, but there's no coverage on this, and I have my assumptions. I think it doesn't meet the agenda because they don't, in my opinion, they don't want riots right now. They don't. They don't need Joe Biden to have any more baggage right now. So the media is silent. But when Trump was in office, they were trying to get him out. So they were trying to throw everything at him and have the public go against him. And we still have police shootings that's not being reported. So basically, the headline says body camera video shows Minneapolis officer shooting black man during no knock warrant. Attorney says he wasn't even the target. Unbelievable. So earlier in early morning hours, Wednesday, Minneapolis police officer gently placed a key in a city apartment door before bursting through the doorway, yelling, "Police, search warrant." In the seconds that followed, a black man named Amir Locke, apparently asleep and showed to be holding a gun upon awakening. He was shot and killed. Now, obviously, they're going to do more investigations, and they had a warrant, and they had cameras, they had body cameras. But why are you shooting someone when you're busting into somebody's house, not knocking? We're allowed to have weapons in our place in our homes. Now, I don't know Minnesota law, but we have a right to bear arms. And the reason why they started that law was because the government, everything in that constitution protects us from the government. So the shooting by the officer on a SWAT team in a city that came to represent ground zero for the police reform movement raised questions from Locke's family and others about the city's warrant policy. In total, the city released 14 seconds of real-time video. It's not clear what is contained in the warrant, and Minneapolis officials have seen the totality of circumstances leading to their officer shooting Locks are now under investigation by the state's Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. Police said Locks was not named in any search warrant. Attorneys for the man's family said he was in the legal possession of his firearm. So he it was legal, and he had a gun, and he was not in the warrant. They have some explaining to do. They're going to have to pay a lot of money for this, but money's not going to take away the pain that this family's going to they're dealing with now. I guess the report's going to come out, and I want to see what happens because this is ridiculous. But here's the thing, like I said, it's the outrage. I didn't hear this from anybody. Somebody posted on Facebook. No one's even talking about this. Everybody's talking about the Super Bowl. Real life is going on right now. We have a situation with inflation. People's losing their savings due to inflation. That's how you steal people's money, the value of it. People's not working. Uh, President Biden never got control of this pandemic, which he said he was going to do. It's a mess. So the warrants are sealed to protect the integrity of the investigation and under the court direct otherwise. Steve Linder's public information officer with the St. Paul Police Department, which is investigating the homicide relating to the warrant, wrote in a statement. From the limited amount of video, it's funny, the limited amount of video, they have all the video, but they're not going to put it out. The city release, it's not clear how Minneapolis SWAT members approached the apartment or have they reacted after the shooting. According to the Star Tribune, Minneapolis Police Chief Amelia Hoffman said at the Thursday's news conference that both a knock and no knock search warrants were obtained for 3 locations within the building where the officers shot the man. But she did not elaborate. Think about that. They're trying to cover this stuff up. Right now, police officers are going to jail for this stuff, for shooting people. And I believe they're trying to cover something up. They're trying to cover up this police station. Now, the fatal shooting brings further scrutiny to the use of no-knock warrants and shines a spotlight on the police department that has faced criticism before. The city garnered significant national media attention in November of 2020 when it announced amid a nationwide reckoning over police policies, prompted in part by the murder of George Floyd. Interesting. Then you had the situation with Breonna Taylor. This is a big deal. And again, I think this is all political. The reason why they're really not making this national news, CNN is not covering it really. There's no video of it. It's just interesting. And again, apparently the gun was legal from what I see. We'll find out more information later. But the gun was legal and he was not in the warrant. And somebody walks in your house. Interesting, huh? And there's no record of him shooting the gun. So how you going to walk in somebody's house, see a gun, and start shooting? Somebody got to do some explaining. Well, anyway, leave a comment below on how you feel about this situation. And see you on the next video. You are now tuning in to TNJ Radio Show.